Hello everyone, I am Xiao Tang. In the last video, I briefly introduced the key points for making fermented vegetables and addressed concerns about nitrite in fermented vegetables. In this video, I will teach you step by step how to make fermented vegetables. This is a super simple version of pickling that is perfect for beginners. The only materials you need are salt, cabbage, and probiotics. Although this method lacks some of the flavors compared to Sichuan pickles or Korean kimchi. However, it is very friendly for beginners. I have always regarded such fermented vegetables as a source of live probiotics for consumption. You know, the probiotic content of fermented vegetables is even higher than that of yogurt. According to tests conducted by a doctor in the United States in a laboratory, each 6 ounces of fermented vegetables actually contains trillions of probiotics, which is equivalent to the content of 150 probiotic capsules. So, a 24-ounce bottle of fermented vegetables contains the equivalent amount of probiotics as 20 bottles of probiotic capsules. When you think about it, this data is quite astonishing. Therefore, regularly consuming fermented vegetables in our daily lives is very beneficial for our gut health. Alright, without further ado, let's take a look at how to make this beginner-friendly version of fermented vegetables. First, we need to prepare 2 heads of cabbage. The 2 I picked weigh about 2 kilograms. Why choose cabbage? Mainly because it contains more natural lactic acid bacteria than other vegetables, which makes fermentation more likely to succeed, making it very suitable for beginners. First, we peel off the outer leaves of the cabbage, making sure to leave one intact large leaf, as it will be useful later. Then, we wash the cabbage with purified water and cut it into our preferred size, removing the hard core in the middle during the process. Next, we will use salt to soften the vegetables. The amount of salt used is 4%. For example, if I have 2 kilograms of cabbage, we need to use 2,000 multiplied by 0.04, which is 80 grams of salt. Here, I want to remind everyone to use pure salt without additives or anti-caking agents. Let it sit for about 4 hours, during which you can gently press the cabbage to help it release more water. After 4 hours, the cabbage will have become soft and will have released quite a bit of moisture. Now, we first place the purple cabbage at the bottom of the pickle jar and press it down firmly. You can use your hands or a tool for this. Then, add regular cabbage to compress it further, trying to expel as much excess air as possible. Finally, pour in the brine that has been released during the pickling process.
This way, the vegetables are completely submerged in brine. Sometimes you may need to add a little more brine, still maintaining a 4% ratio. For example, if you add 300 milliliters of water, you would need to add 12 grams of salt. Of course, if the water released from the vegetables during preparation is already enough to cover all the ingredients, this step may not be necessary. Then there is no need to add extra water. When I make fermented vegetables, I add this kind of pickles fermentation bacteria, which is composed of beneficial bacteria like lactic acid bacteria. This is similar to the steps for fermenting yogurt. You can add it to the brine or the water that the vegetables just released. For 2 kilograms of vegetables, add 2 packets. Do you remember the large leaves we set aside earlier? Now they come in handy. Place this leaf on top of the pickles and then press it down firmly. This helps the vegetables to be better submerged in the brine. This ceramic weight is part of the Sansheng pickles jar set and looks quite attractive. Remember to remove any vegetables that float on the surface of the water, as any ingredients that have the chance to come into contact with oxygen can lead to the growth of harmful bacteria. Finally, cover the jar with its lid and insert the gas vent. This small device helps to release the carbon dioxide produced during the fermentation process. At the same time, maintain a low oxygen environment inside the jar. Remember to fill the airlock halfway with water. And just like that, a simple and healthy cabbage pickles is ready. Next comes the magical moment of waiting for it to ferment. On the 3rd day of fermentation, we can see the liquid of the pickles rising, and red liquid appears in the airlock. This is due to the gas produced during fermentation pushing the liquid in the jar up, so it's important to place a plate under the jar to prevent overflow during fermentation. The current pH level is measured at 3.29, which is thanks to the pickles bacteria we added that allows the lactic acid bacteria to reproduce so quickly. It is important to know that when the pH is below 4, other harmful bacteria find it difficult to survive, and the production of nitrite is also suppressed. Next, we use test strips to detect nitrite. Although the testing liquid has a slight color, the changes in the indicator are still clearly visible, as I previously conducted a test with various radish pickles. It was found that the nitrite levels in white radish during fermentation are very high, which indicates a significant change. We use a limit of 10 milligrams per kilogram. As long as it is below this value, the pickles are safe. This is what it looks like on the 7th day, and the color is beautiful. After several days of continuous pH testing, the pH level of the pickles has stabilized below 3, and the nitrite test results are also reassuring. Now, I can hardly wait to taste it. We need to use clean tools to gently peel back the packed vegetables and the top layer of cabbage. It's very crunchy. Next, I will share a way to enjoy pickles. First, toast the bread until it's crispy, then spread a layer of unsalted cheese on top, which I made myself. You can check my previous video for the specific method. After that, place the fermented pickles on the cheese. It's tangy, fragrant, and crunchy. One bite and you'll fall in love. Not only is it delicious, but this combination also provides you with a rich source of probiotics to support gut health. Avocado is also a great choice. So, have you learned how to make fermented vegetables? If you're interested in more fermented foods, you can visit my homepage, where there are many related videos. If you enjoy the content I create, please follow my account, as I will be posting more exciting videos about enhancing health through food in the future. In the next video, I will introduce the fermentation containers you can choose from during the vegetable fermentation process and the differences between them. I look forward to seeing you next time. That's it for this video. I am here to share a healthy lifestyle. See you in the next episode. Bye.